Good morning. I just finished running some errands in my 2018 Chevy Silverado. Jet black, all black leather interior, 4-wheel drive, 5.3-liter V8, heated seats. This is a sharp truck. I love this truck. I love driving this truck. I love everything about this truck. Best truck I've ever had. My favorite. Other people love my truck too. I get compliments on it quite often. But you know what? If worse came to worse and my wife and I needed the money, I would sell this truck in a heartbeat. Because I'm not attached to this truck. As much as I love this truck, my identity, my sense of fulfillment and purpose is not wrapped up in this truck. And that's the problem with many people in the world today. Well, it's been like that forever. And I used to be one of them. They pursue all kinds of things in life, position and material things, and it don't matter. It don't matter now. It's not going to matter down the road, and it's especially not going to matter when they cross from this life into the next. That's why the Apostle Paul tells us in Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 and 2, to set our minds on heavenly things, not earthly things. And again in Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 through 21, Jesus tells us to lay up for ourselves treasures in heaven because the enemy can't get to them there. This world cannot get to those treasures up there because those things last forever, and that's what's going to count. All that's going to matter at the end of this life is whether or not you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and whether or not you lived your life to accomplish His purposes instead of your own. There's a song by one of my favorite artists named Michael Card. It's called Things We Leave Behind. And then in the chorus he says, "It's hard to imagine the freedom we find from the things that we leave behind." And I find that so true in my life. I know of a football player who used to wrap up his identity in his talent for football. He had a full-run scholarship to the University of Tennessee, and he was a draft pick for the NFL. His dream was about to come true. He was going to make all that money and take care of his family. He had good intentions. He made a routine tackle. Something went wrong. He ended up partially paralyzed, and his dream was over. And he was shattered because he didn't know what to do with his life because his identity was wrapped up in his talent. Don't do that. Put your identity in who God thinks you are, and you can't go wrong.